all right. Peace and wellness, family. I hope that you are well and happy and whole and all that good stuff. I am the Queen Poe, and my intention today is for us to discuss our upcoming new moon in Sagittarius that peaks on December 1st, y'all, the first of the month. We have a new moon peaking in Sagittarius. So I want to discuss the meaning of that new moon in Sagittarius and all of the planetary alignment that will impact the energy. Let's talk about how that planetary alignment may impact our energy and identify some practices that we can implement to utilize all of this energy for our wellness. Okay, now, first and foremost, let me make sure my volume on my phone down so we don't have nothing's going on. Okay. But first and foremost, I want to say happy holiday to those who celebrate the holidays. We are officially in holiday season. So y'all know we have multiple holidays coming up. And I'll be touching on a little bit about that in the future, specifically Kwanzaa. Okay, so we'll talk about that in the future. But happy holidays to those who celebrate, to those who don't celebrate. Happy Venus Day. Today, Friday, huh? Today, Friday? Is it? To those who don't celebrate, happy Venus Day to you. And to those who may be triggered during this time, because I know the holiday season can be triggering for a lot of people, especially for people who are healing through family issues, right? I send you a lot of love, a lot of healing energy, a lot of peace energy, wellness energy, and may you find your joy. I pray that you find joy, you attract joy throughout this holiday season. Okay, much love and much wellness to you always. Now, y'all, I got to say this, I got to give a little life update. Of course, Sydney, forever and always, butterflies in the sky. Shout out to the wellness community for showing up always and showing love. I appreciate y'all, butterflies in the sky. Hey, Amina, girl. Okay, I love y'all dearly, wellness community. Let me just say, y'all, I put up a video yesterday, and I told y'all to put them leftovers down before you thicken your neck. If you follow me on socials, I said, put that ninth plate of food down. And you don't need that nana pudding before you go to bed. I told you. But let me just say this. I'm on my way to my third Thanksgiving dinner today. This is why you can't listen to what everybody tell you to do. You got to follow your first mind. Today, I'm on my way to the third of the week. Yet another plate of mac and cheese. Yet another helping of greens. Yet another piece of cornbread. Yet another scoop of potato salad. I told y'all, that's why you can't listen to what everybody's telling you to do. Don't, even me, you got to follow your own mind. Okay? Slice of cake for dessert. Follow your own mind. Okay? I love y'all dearly, family. Hold on one second. I got to blow my nose, y'all, because I got extra mucus because I've been caking and macking and cheesing. Give me 1 second. That's how y'all know I've been acting up. Because my nose don't never be running down like that. That's how y'all know I've been acting up. That's how y'all know I've been big backing and thick necking. That's how you know. That mucus catch up to you. That mac and cheese, that dairy, it's going to show on you. Okay? That's how you know. On the way to the third. But I've been doing good because I've been limiting myself to 1 plate per house. 1 plate per house. That's what I've been doing. 1 plate per house. Okay. Still being mindful while thickening the neck. Okay. But I hope y'all enjoyed y'all family time for those who had it. Y'all, Again, we have a new moon peaking in Sagittarius on the 1st. So let's just go ahead and get right into that. If you are in the wellness community, you don't need to take notes by hand, but if you are not, I definitely advise that you shorthand the beginning of the notes and then you longhand, or take the notes verbatim for the journal prompts. Okay. Now, as we know, new moons are all about setting intention and manifesting. And I love when we have new moons that fall on the 1st. In December, we'll actually have 2 new moons. We have our new moon in Sagittarius on the 1st, and then on the 30th, we have another new moon, of course, with the full moon falling directly in between that. So we'll have 2 beautiful new moon cycles. Now, for the 30th new moon, that's going to be all about manifesting for the new year, right? According to the Gregorian calendar. For this new moon, as we set intention and manifest, is going to be important for us to focus on manifesting our life of purpose, right? Manifesting our life of intentional purpose. And I personally believe that all of our purpose in this world, in this universe, is to heal. That's our purpose. We are all healers. But the question is, how do you heal? The question is, what method of healing is the method for you? How does your natural gifts heal the universe, heal the world? And how can we walk in that better? So during this new moon in Sagittarius, that is what we'll be focusing on. If you are in the wellness community, you know we've been reading the 7 spiritual laws of success. We finished it. And the 7th law was the law of Dharma, or purpose, right? And it was all about identifying your purpose. And this new moon is a good time to manifest living a life full of purpose. How can you show up in your purpose as a healer? How can you tap into your natural gift and use that to heal, right? So that's what this new moon is all about. And this is a good new moon to do that, because Sagittarius is a mutable fire sign. And when we're talking about that Sagittarius energy, we're talking about the energy of being idealistic, being optimistic, being a doer, being very communal, right? And when we are living our life of purpose, we are living a life as healers. We are living communally, right? So it's important to do that. Hold on, y'all. I got to get Salam, because he got my new package from Sephora. Hold on one second, y'all. I'm sorry. Salam. Can y'all see? Can y'all see it? Can you see? It's a lip mask. Can come get him. Come pick him up. Come pick him up. Since y'all love him so much, since he got his degree and he know every fucking thing, come pick him up. Like I was saying, Salam, manifest your purpose. That is not your purpose in life. Anyway, okay, Sagittarius is a mutable fire sign. And like I said, it's all about being optimistic, all about being idealistic. So anytime we have a new moon, which is all about setting intentions and manifesting, it is a good time to step into that idealism, step into that optimism, step into that communal feeling. And as I was saying, all of our purpose in life is to be a healer, right? And when you are stepping into your purpose as a healer, it's really about not only identifying your natural gifts, but identifying how can your natural gifts help heal other people and in return heal you, right? And when it comes to showing up in your purpose as a healer, I always ask people, what heals you? What serves your wellness? The very thing that has healed you, the very thing that has served your wellness is more than likely the thing that you are meant to walk in this lifetime. It's more than likely the gift that you are meant to walk in this lifetime. So this new moon in Sagittarius is really about stepping into that. Now, let's talk about some of the other planetary alignments that may impact this energy and that will help us to do this. Number one, squaring this new moon in Sagittarius, we have Saturn, which is direct. Saturn is our planet of restrictions and boundaries. And then we have Neptune, which is our planet of spirituality, and it is retrograde. Anytime we have squares, squares usually bring us challenges, but that is the challenge that we are supposed to step up in. That is what's going to help us get to our next level when we face that challenge, right? We're going to be challenged to utilize these things. So when it comes to Saturn, our planet of restrictions and boundaries, squaring our new moon in Sagittarius, don't be surprised if you start feeling stuck, you start feeling stifled, but that means that you have the urge to take the next step and elevate in your purpose even more. Don't be surprised if you start feeling like, I need to be doing something else. I need to be doing more. This job is no longer serving me. This home that I'm in is no longer serving me. I want to elevate and get to the next level. The new moon in Sagittarius is calling you to do that. So that square of Saturn, our planet of restrictions and boundaries, may be calling you to also feel a bit fatigued, feel a bit having like random bouts of being tired, random bouts of fatigue out of the blue. That is natural. And again, Fannie Lou Hamer always say, she used to say, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Sometimes that tiredness is going to be the thing that pushes you to evaluate, how can I step out of this position that I'm in? I'm tired of being stuck. I'm tired of feeling like I'm living a life that no longer serves me. I want to do something else. What should I be doing? And this is a good time to put that question out into the universe. Now, Neptune being retrograde and also squaring our new moon in Sagittarius is really going to challenge us to step into our spirituality to do that, to pay attention to the dreams and the omens, the signs that spirit has given us that this is the path for you. Now, I'm going to tell you, because Neptune is retrograde and squaring, you may be getting some confusing signs and omens. This is when you are going to have to utilize your clear quartz for clarity. This is when you're going to have to utilize herbs like cinnamon. Cinnamon gives clarity, and cinnamon also helps with divination, right? So you're going to have to utilize your tools for clarity and discernment. You may also need to tap into your tarot cards, right? Because that's going to also help you get some clarity and some confirmation. You may need to tap into some pendulum work, right? Because that's going to help you get some clarity and confirmation. So this is a good time to tap into the intuition, to pay close attention to the universe when it's giving you signs of and omens about what's your purpose. But you may also need to, in order to confirm, you need to tap into your outside tools to confirm, right? Playing cards and bones is also good. Absolutely, Sydney. Playing cards and bones are also good tools to tap into, right? So tap into your natural spiritual gifts and tools that you like to utilize for that extra confirmation. Now, conjunct with this new moon in Sagittarius, we have Mercury retrograde. And I did a whole other video on Mercury retrograde. That was a little minute ago. What was it, like last week or something like that? Because Mercury went retrograde on the 25th, and it will remain there until December 15th. Now, when Mercury's retrograde, there's challenges in communication, agreements, transportation, and technology. So you definitely need to practice patience there. But what I will advise is that this is not the time for you to be discussing and telling your business when it comes to the next steps you want to take, when it comes to how you're going to show up in your purpose, how you're going to elevate your gifts, right? How you're going to elevate your practice of your gifts. This is not the time for you to be doing that, okay? It's not the time for you to be telling your business and having a lot of conversation about it. Kind of keep it private and keep it to yourself, or only tell it to people that you really, really trust, right? Who are in alignment with you in mindset, okay? And having a growth mindset, a wealth mindset, like we've been talking about in the wellness community, right? Have an abundance mindset, like we've been talking about in the wellness community. You want to have conversations with people who you know for sure have that mindset, but this is not the time to be in conversations where you have to battle people to trust and believe in you. If you have to battle somebody to believe in your gift and to believe in your purpose, you don't even need to be talking to them about your gift and your purpose, okay? So you definitely have to be intentional about the conversations you are having surrounding your gift and your purpose, because you need to protect it. And later on, I'm gonna give y'all a lot of herbs and a lot of crystals and stuff like that for that protection work, specifically for protecting your purpose, okay? So we'll talk about that later on. I want to go back to that Saturn square that we'll have. And again, Saturn is our planet of restrictions and boundaries. And wellness community, we talked about this as well. Y'all, sometimes we have to realize that the restrictions and boundaries that may be challenging you is really you becoming more strict about your discipline, more strict about your practice, right? More strict about how you are showing up in your gift. Well, this community, we talked about this, right? Because sometimes that feeling of being stifled, that feeling of not doing enough, it really is because you aren't doing enough, right? Sometimes when it comes to showing up in your purpose, you have to, all the time, you have to identify what your natural gift is. But sometimes what the real issue is that you don't have the discipline to be consistent in showing up in your natural gift. You don't have the discipline to practice your natural gift consistently, which is blocking you from showing up in your purpose. So a challenge for a lot of people, and something you may need to manifest, is not the clarity of what your purpose is, not the clarity of what your natural gift is. You need to manifest the discipline to consistently practice your gift, to consistently show up in your purpose. Some people, that is the intention and that is the manifestation work you need to be doing this new moon in Sagittarius. Being idealistic, being optimistic, being more disciplined when it comes to practicing your natural gift, living in your purpose. That is what you need to manifest. What I was telling the wellness community was, you have to think about it. We're talking about walking in your purpose. To walk, you have to consistently put one foot in front of the other consistently. The moment you stop, you are still. So if you find yourself with this Saturn squaring our new moon in Sagittarius, you find yourself feeling stuck. You have to ask yourself, am I walking and consistently putting one foot in front of the other? Am I consistently practicing my natural gift? Am I consistently moving in my purpose? If you are not, then what you need to be manifesting is discipline. And you have to identify, how can I be more disciplined? How can I be more consistent? What are my next steps in elevating my discipline? And that's the manifestation work you need to be doing. Okay. Now, we also have trining our new moon in Sagittarius. We have Chiron. Chiron is our asteroid that represents the wounded healer. Now, the beautiful thing about a trine of Chiron is that we will be challenged, and I believe Chiron is also retrograde as well. Let me double check that and confirm that, but I'm pretty positive it is retrograde as well. It definitely is. Okay, so we also have Chiron retrograde as well in trining our new moon in Sagittarius. And anytime we have a Chiron trine, we are challenged to elevate our healing and elevate our shadow work. And like I said, a lot of that shadow work is going to be connected to your discipline. What are your own personal bad habits, negative self-talk that's blocking you from elevating and walking in your gift, right? So that is the shadow work you're going to have to do. And for a lot of people, it's fear. For some people, it's self-doubt, not thinking you're good enough, not thinking you're worthy. So what are the own personal internal things that you need to release and remove in order to elevate your discipline, in order to be more consistent when it comes to walking in your purpose? What are your own personal fears, self-doubts, hesitation, negative habits that you need to release in order to do that? That is what Chiron is calling us to do. And then the last planetary alignment that I want to discuss that is going to heavily impact this new moon in Sagittarius is going to be Jupiter retrograde opposing this new moon in Sagittarius. Now, Jupiter is our planet of expansion and abundance, right? It's all about expanding, all about making bigger, right? How can you attract expansion in your life? How can you attract abundance in your life? I'm telling y'all now, Jupiter is retrograde, and we have that retrograde energy. It is going to cause a lot of people to feel stuck and feel stagnant in areas of finance, in areas of expansion and abundance as a whole. This is a good time to practice your money manifestation rituals, right? In order to break out of that feeling of being stuck, having financial blockages. Sometimes the financial blockage is really just in the planetary alignment, right? With that Jupiter retrograde and that opposition. Oppositions bring us challenges, right? Don't try to be cute in the camera, Salon. I don't know if y'all saw him come over here and try to peek. Come let the people see you with my box crumbs around your mouth. I'm trying to be cute. Okay, you over here trying to be cute. Let the people see you. A little bad self. But anyway, okay. So when we have that Jupiter retrograde opposing, and again, oppositions bring us challenges as well. But again, that challenge is going to contribute to us feeling stuck and stagnant. So, and like I said, sometimes your money blockages is really just in a planetary alignment. Your abundance blockages is just in a planetary alignment. And when that is happening, what you have to do is you got to move to the next steps. You got to work even harder. And when I say work even harder, I mean you just have to be more consistent. And for some people, that is working harder, right? For some people, consistency is hard. You have to be intentional about practicing your abundance manifestation work, your money magic work. I have a whole video on money magic as well, but I'll also give y'all some herbs and some crystals and stuff like that to help with that later on too. So that's going to be another thing you want to do. So during this time, you may want to have 2 candles going, or you could do 1 candle combined with your life purpose, your natural gift manifestations, and also your money manifestations. Now, what money manifestations will look like will differ for everybody. Okay. I know something I'm very big on is putting some money down, okay, but inside of that money I will write down on a piece of paper what my desires are, what my financial desires are, and they could be different for different times. So for you, you can write down, the abundance breakthrough that you desire. It's for some people it may be a specific amount of money. For some people it may be an abundance overflow. I'm very big on not putting a specific number on it always, unless I'm trying to kind of test the universe, right? So if I'm trying to test a little something, I might put a specific number on it. But I'm very big about beyond measure, right? In wellness community, we talked about that as well, right? Like abundance beyond measure, abundance beyond my imagination, right? So I'm very big on just saying things like that, beyond anything I can imagine, beyond any number I can imagine, right? So I'm very big on writing things like that. But it may be for you, it may be something about clearing a debt, right? If you have debt, for you, it may be something about just like expanding your bank account or expanding your business, right? Because that's, for some people, is their abundance. That is their money manifestation. More overflow of opportunity, right? Opportunity is an abundance manifestation. So whatever it is you desire, write that on a piece of paper. And I like to fold that piece of paper into money. Now, on that piece of paper, I like to add a little something that, a little something for me, to declare it's mine, which essentially means I like to add my DNA to it. Okay. And then I like to add money manifestation herbs like cinnamon, like pine, like orange peel, and many other things. I have a whole abundance video, right, where I list, in the abundance video, I list various herbs and crystals and things like that you can use. But I'll sprinkle those herbs in it along with my DNA. I'll close up the money, and then I'll put that under a candle. Now, on the candle, I'll also write a lot of like affirmations and things like that centered in abundance. I am abundant with, and finish the sentence with things I desire to be abundant with, right? And of course, at the bottom, I always write, and it's easy, because that's about attracting a life of ease and making that abundance attract to you easily, right? So again, all of this is done with the intention of attracting this energy and aligning with this energy of abundance, right? Now, around that candle, I may put more herbs, or I'll put coins, a variety of different things, crystals that are also all aligned with abundance. And I light that candle and I let that candle burn out. Now, the type of candle I like to use just depends on what my spirit leads me to. And I heavily advise that you do the same. Sometimes it's a white candle. Sometimes it's a green candle. Sometimes it's a brown candle. I like using brown candles as well for my own family reasons, right? One of my ancestors who was big on abundance, her favorite color was brown. So I'll use a brown candle, right? For that, right? So those are some of the things that I like to use, but you definitely can use whatever you feel led to use. And I want to be very clear with the candles. It can also be a 7-day candle, okay? So if that's absolutely up to you. Again, just follow your spirit and do what it is that you want to do. So I'm going to answer this question. As far as the DNA, what is the DNA? Is it blood, saliva, etc.? It can be any of the above. It can be hair, right? It can be fingernail clippings. It can be saliva. It can be blood. It can be any of the above, right? Any form of your DNA that you feel led to add, okay? you add it to it, whatever you feel comfortable with. All right. Definitely don't do anything that's like that doesn't sit well with your soul, that doesn't sit well with your spirit, right? This is your thing. And like I was saying in the piano lesson, if y'all saw my piano lesson review, shout out to the piano lesson, y'all. I watched the movie again. I watched it again. Okay, that movie is brilliant. I cannot say it's enough. That movie is brilliant. And one of my favorite things about that movie, and I kind of pointed it out in uh 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 uh, uh in the review, was that Bernice, she didn't need much, right? She didn't need much. All Bernice had was a candle. There was a little water there that the preacher had gathered, right? There was a little water and that piano and herself. And she sat at that piano with that candle, and Bernice called on her ancestors. And to me, that was one of the most powerful things, because a lot of people, when it comes to spirituality, they think they got to do the most, right? A lot of people think they got to go above and beyond and go outside of what's comfortable for them because it looks aesthetically pleasing and it looks real spiritual. But you don't need much. Even if all the things I'm naming, you don't have to do what I'm naming step by step. I'm telling you what I feel comfortable with, and I'm telling you what has always consistently, thank God, worked for me, right? I'm just sharing with you what works for me. But you don't have to add the DNA if you don't feel comfortable with that at all. You don't have to add the herbs if you don't feel comfortable with that at all. You don't have to put the coins and all that around and have a whole little, I put coins, I put flowers, I do a variety of different things, whatever my spirit leads me to. You don't have to do any of that. Really and truly, all you need is yourself, your own intentions, and divine alignment. And that divine alignment will come if you are naturally aligned with it. When you are naturally aligned with it, and what I mean is, do you have, in order to align with divine alignment is God energy. You have to tap into the God energy within you. So even everything I'm naming, you don't need anything. All you need is you, and tap into the God energy within you to tap into the divine higher source, okay? And follow whatever your spirit tells you to do in order to do that, right? In order to tap into that divine energy, in order to connect with that divine source, right? That is where your divine alignment is. That is how you divinely align, okay? So that's all you have to do. So again, follow your spirit with everything I'm telling you. But this is a time where we have Jupiter retrograde opposing our new moon in Sagittarius. This is a good time where you have to, and I heavily advise that you are more intentional about your abundance manifestations, okay? So with the new moon in Sagittarius, you want to set intentions to align with your purpose, consistently walk in your natural gifts and purpose, elevate in your discipline, and also manifest your abundance and expansion with intention. Okay, so that's what you really want to focus on during this new moon in Sagittarius. Now, with that being stated, of course, I want to give y'all some journal prompts in order to help you really tap in and understand your natural gifts, because quite often people will ask themselves, what is my purpose? What is my purpose? And they'll say, I don't know my purpose. And when we was reading the 7 spiritual laws of success, and the 7th law was the law of Dharma, something he kept talking about was essentially, when it comes to tapping into your purpose, it's really about tapping into your natural gifts. So I'm going to pose to you 4 questions really that's going to help you answer that question of what is my purpose. And when we're talking about natural gifts, shout out to the wellness community. People was naming their own natural gifts, and a lot of people don't think that their natural gift can be used as a healing tool, right? So there's one sister in the community, shout out to Shauna. Shauna crochets, right? Crocheting is a healing tool that can be used to heal. Something that she does is she crochets pictures, right? And messages into the works of art, into the pieces like quilts and sweaters and things like that. That's healing for some people. For somebody to receive a gift where their loved one who may have transitioned, they now have a quilt with their loved one's face on it, right? And a beautiful message with their name or something on it. And that can be used for their altar work. That can be their healing safe space. That can be the thing that crosses them over that threshold of deep grief and healing, right? So that crocheting is a healing tool. Another sister said baking. Baking is a healing tool, right? Because I was telling the community, you can walk in that purpose of baking by teaching other people that craft and that practice and helping them align with their natural gift, by teaching them how to use cooking and baking in order to heal thyself, right? Baking healthy food options, right? Diabetic friendly options. I was talking to my Uber driver the other day. He was diabetic, right? So he was talking about like shifting his diet and eating more healthy, right? I was talking to my father about the same thing. Like, how can you shift your diet and eat more healthy in a way that's still fun, but just healthy? That's root work. That's healing. Cooking, baking is root work. That's healing. The healing, Queen of Fu is all about that, right? Healing starts in the kitchen, right? So that's what we're talking about here, so that is a healing tool. So no matter what your natural gift is, don't ever think that your natural gift is not good enough. Okay. So the first step, the first journal prompt, and again, if you are taking notes by hand, this is the part that I advise you take verbatim. Okay. The first journal prompt is, what are your natural gifts? What are your natural gifts? And if you can only name one, that is absolutely okay. Okay. If your natural gift is doing hair, like I was talking about in the live with Juju, doing hair is glamour magic, right? That's root work. Doing makeup, if you're a makeup artist, doing makeup is glamour magic. That's root work. That's spiritual. That's healing, right? You can shift and transform people's energy by doing their hair and doing their makeup. You know what I'm saying? That is all healing work. So consider that. What are your natural gifts? Music, of course, music, writing, poetry, books, all of the arts, of course, are healing work, right? Music can be used to heal. Books, words can be used to heal. Playing instruments can be used to heal and conjure. Okay, so all of that are yes, nail techs. Concrete Rose said, "What about being a nail tech? That's glamour magic." And y'all research glamour magic real heavy, okay, and understand the power of glamour magic and how glamour magic has been used. A lot more people, especially on socials, are getting more into glamour magic, right? They're talking about back in the day how our elders used to use the dusting powder. I don't know if y'all remember the dusting powder. Even if you grew up around an older person, they didn't use the spray perfume as much. They had a little powder. Okay, they had a little dusting powder, and people are talking about that form of glamour magic, right? So that could be another natural gift that some people have. If you have the natural gift of identifying scents, right? Identifying scents, complementary scents, layering fragrances, you can manifest dusting powders, right? As healing practices, right? A nice, beautiful dusting powder that people can use in order to attract certain things, right? That's manifestation work, that's healing work, that's abundance work, that's glamour magic, right? So get into it. What are your natural gifts? The second journal prompt: how can your natural gifts be used to heal and elevate the all? Because remember, when we're talking about walking in our purpose, your purpose is to heal, but your purpose doesn't just benefit you. Your purpose benefits the all, the universe, because we are a part of the all. We are one infinite energy. Okay, and always remember that. So the first thing you want to identify after you identify your natural gift, identify how does your natural gift help to heal and elevate the all? How can your cooking, your baking, doing hair, doing nails, practicing glamour magic as a whole, creating your dusting powders, crocheting, making your music, writing, how does it heal and elevate the all? How will you use it to heal and elevate the all? Okay. The third journal prompt: in return, how does it heal and elevate you? Because you are a part of the all. So, how does it heal and elevate you? Okay. Again, this is about a reciprocity, a reciprocal relationship between you, the universe, the all. How does it heal and elevate you? The fourth journal prompt: how can you practice more discipline with your natural gifts? How can you practice more discipline with your natural gifts? And that will be a part of your manifestation. How can you practice more discipline with your natural gifts? Okay. And then the fifth journal prompt is really just like a small paragraph of you answering the question, what is my purpose? So if I were to ask you, what is your purpose? You would say, my purpose is, and then insert your answer to number one, which is, what are your natural gifts? My purpose is, insert natural gifts. My purpose heals and elevates the universe by, and then insert the answer to number two, explaining how your purpose heals and elevates the universe. In return, in reciprocity, my purpose heals and elevates me by, insert the answer to number three. I am practicing living in my purpose by, insert the answer to number four, where you're talking about how you're walking in your discipline, walking in your practice. End with, I am living a life with conscious intention and purpose. That is the affirmation. That is the naming it. And now, this is what you want to do. This is what you want to do. So I talked earlier about the money manifestation, right? Your abundance manifestation working. You can, on that piece of paper, when you write down your abundance manifestations, your expansion desires, you can also write that last paragraph with those answers, right? Write that last paragraph of your purpose, or even on the candle, you can write that last paragraph. Answering the question, what is your purpose? Write down that paragraph in full with the answers fulfilled on the candle. And now you have your abundance manifestation and your purpose manifestation all in one. Okay. Or you can create a separate candle or a separate working if you want to for your purpose manifestation. Okay. So you can do two separate, you can do all in one. I advise that you do all in one because it's all in alignment with abundance and expansion energy. Okay. All right. All right. Now, crystals and herbs that you can utilize to help you align with this energy, to help you use this energy for your wellness. And a lot of the crystals are all about clarity because, like I said, when we have Neptune retrograde squaring our new moon in Sagittarius, we need that extra clarity, right? We need that extra clarity because sometimes some of the signs and omens can be a bit confusing. We may be having some chaotic dreams, and that is okay. You just may need a little extra clarity. So along with doing whatever your divination practices for extra confirmation, whether that is your tarot cards, your pendulum work, or whatever, along with doing that, you also need to utilize these crystals. And you can put these crystals around your candle workings, or you can carry them with you. Okay. You can put them under your pillow, especially if you've been having a bit of chaotic dreams, put them under your pillow. The first crystal, of course, for a new moon in Sagittarius, we got to have turquoise. And turquoise is all about bringing ease to communication and manifesting more intentional communication. If you don't have turquoise, you can also use lapis lazuli. Both of them do the same thing, opening up that throat chakra, balancing that throat chakra. Okay, because some people, I say balancing because some people have an overactive throat chakra when you talk too much. And with that Mercury retrograde conjunction, you want to be mindful of that. Okay. So it brings some balance to that throat. Second crystal, hematite. Hematite is all about clarity and grounding. Third crystal, tiger's eye, for clarity and protection. Okay. Tiger's eye for clarity and protection. Fourth crystal, black obsidian, which is also for protection. And I definitely advise that you put that around your candle working. Okay. Fifth crystal is going to be tanzanite for increased intuition and also clarity. Okay. Increased intuition and clarity. All right. Running through them one more time. Turquoise, hematite, tiger's eye, black obsidian, and tanzanite. Okay. Those are our 5 crystals for our new moon in Sagittarius. Now, herbs. 5 herbs for this new moon in Sagittarius, and all of these herbs are going to be centered around abundance, clarity, and protection as well. Also, some enhanced divination. The first herb is going to be hibiscus. Hibiscus is for divination and clarity. And with these herbs, you can make a tea. You can also do a spiritual bath with these herbs. You can burn them if you want to, but I would definitely advise a tea or a spiritual bath or putting them around your abundance candle working. Again, first herb is going to be hibiscus for divination and clarity. And for that one, you definitely want to drink. You can make a hibiscus tea if you want to, some sorrow. Cinnamon. Cinnamon is the second one for abundance and success. Abundance and success. You could also, if you don't have cinnamon, you can also use allspice. Allspice is good for manifesting success in business. So if you have businesses, adding allspice to your working, remember I said you put your desires inside on a piece of paper inside of the money, and then you put the herbs in there along with your DNA. So the cinnamon and the allspice are some of the herbs that you can put in there. Okay, allspice is good for business. Cinnamon is good for abundance and success as a whole. Juniper berries or cedar berries, some people call them cedar berries. Juniper berries is for cleansing and clarity, for that clarity energy. Garlic is the fourth one. Garlic is for purification, protection, and good health workings. Okay, because for some people, I put that in there. For some people, their abundance working is up, in their expansion is good health, right? Some people want to manifest success in their health area, and I feel like oftentimes we forget about that. Sometimes we forget that health manifestation is important to do. So you may also want to add things about good health, longevity, flexibility, a healthy body, right? So you may want to add some things centered in that good health. So adding garlic is good for that. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay. So we have hibiscus, cinnamon, juniper berries, garlic, and then the fifth one is going to be nutmeg. Nutmeg is very good for money manifestation. Nutmeg is very good for money manifestation, all about success, abundance, manifestation. And again, cinnamon, allspice, and then also that nutmeg can be used in addition to that. Okay. And then also, this is a good time I wanted to add carnations as an option as well. Carnations is one of the flowers that you can put around. Salamas, you going to act right? I'm almost done. You going to act right? Please. Thank you. Carnations is also very good. So that's one of the flowers that you can put around your money manifestation. And then that's also one of the flowers that you can give people. Wellness community, we talked about with the 7 spiritual laws of success, we talked about the law of giving. The law of giving. So carnations is going to be a very good flower that you can practice with the law of giving. Carnations are all about abundance and clarity. Okay. So when you gift somebody carnations, you are gifting them with an abundance flower, with a clarity flower. Okay. So just be mindful of that. Carnations are a very, very good gift to give to people. All right. Okay, so running back through the herbs again: hibiscus, cinnamon, juniper berries, also known as cedar berries, garlic, nutmeg. I also said allspice as an alternative if you don't have either of those two, and carnations. Okay, carnations. Now, family, again, this new moon peaks on December 1st. You can do these workings anytime. The shadow period lasts until December 4th. So you can start these workings anytime between now and December 4th, and it will be fine. It will be well. Okay, and remember what I said, follow your spirit, do what feels well and feels right for you. Okay, you are your own divine source. Okay, so always remember that. Tap into the God energy within you, and that is how you will connect to the highest divine source. All right, so tap into the God energy within yourself first, and know for sure that you are worthy. Know for sure that you are worthy. You are worthy of all of this. If you doubt your worthiness, you'll never be able to attract any of this. Okay, do not doubt your worthiness. Do not doubt your worthiness. If you doubt your worthiness, you'll never be able to attract your desires. You have to know for sure that you are worthy. And for some people, that's what you need to manifest. You need to manifest a divine knowing of your worthiness. For some people, that's it. Okay. So set your intentions to manifest and walk in your purpose, manifest abundance and expansion, whatever that looks like for you, more discipline to walk in your purpose, and also worthiness if that is what you need. Okay, know for sure that you are worthy. Family, I love y'all dearly. Again, enjoy your holiday, continued holiday. All right, I'm about to go to another Friendsgiving. Okay, about to go have another little plate, and then I'm detoxing. Okay, let me tell y'all, detox and wellness community, y'all already know. Everybody else, put the wellness community on. Y'all know I'm always talking about senna tea. Senna tea, SENNA, is one of my favorite herbs for a good detox, a good cleansing. And I usually get it from the herb store. However, in the grocery store, I found it's a brand called, I think it's called Traditional Medicine. It's called, but they have a senna tea. It's called Smooth Move. Just look up Smooth Move tea. Smooth Move, MOVE. Smooth Move tea, and they have like cinnamon with peppermint, plain. They have senna with peppermint, plain senna. Then they have like different flavors of senna. But baby, I tried it and it works. I tried it and it works. Okay, so detox your cells. So them work uniforms don't be snap, crackling, popping. Detox your cells. Okay, I know I'm gonna add some mullein to mine because the mac and cheese, the dairy, got my mucus glands going. Okay, let's detox. That smooth move is no game. Mm, get your detox going. Okay, clean yourself out. We got to restore and refresh. Add that mullein, add you some mint. You can also add those herbs, especially that cinnamon. Okay, you can also add that hibiscus, for that clarity and that divination. Add your nutmeg, okay, for success and your abundance and things like that. Okay, add all of that. Get it all in one. Get a detox and a manifestation all in one. Okay, I love y'all dearly, family, and I will see y'all soon. Much peace, much wellness, and happy holiday, y'all. Much peace, y'all. And happy new moon in Sagittarius. Okay, much peace.